Hey, this is Dave Wellman, and this is the first in a 5-part series of videos entitled Hiring the Best Buyer's Agent. In this first video, I want to talk to you about understanding agency. And in this video, what we'll see are 3 types of agency. We'll talk about which of those 3 types is best for you, the seller, and then I want to give you 4 facts about agency as we conclude. So let's begin. Let's talk first of all about the 3 types of agency. First of all, there is seller agency, and that is where the agent works for the best interest of the seller. We know who the seller's agent is because the sign that is in the yard usually has the agent's name and phone number on the sign, so we know that that person is working for the best interest of the seller. The second type of agency is called buyer's agency, and in this type of agency, the agent works for the best interest of the buyer. When a buyer decides they want to look at a house and they engage an agent to work with them, that agent will walk them through the house, will help them if they decide this is the house they want to buy to prepare an offer to purchase, will negotiate on their behalf for the best price and terms under the current market conditions, and will then help the buyer through the process of getting the house from the purchase contract to the closing. And then there is a third type of agency that is called dual agency. In this type of agency, the same agent works for both the buyer and the seller. Now, the problem with this type of agency is that the agent has a fiduciary responsibility to both parties. And what that simply means is there are things about the seller that the buyer cannot be told by his agent, and things about the buyer that the seller can't be told by his agent, because that would violate agency law for both parties. And so in this situation of dual agency, most often the dual agent works simply as an order taker, giving you, the buyer, general information about pricing and about what houses are selling for in a particular neighborhood, and only being able to give the seller the same type of general information as to what they should expect a buyer to pay, and they cannot give you specific information that might best serve you. So which type of agency works best for the buyer? Well, I think that it seems simple, but it needs to be said. A buyer needs to have an agent that works exclusively for them to help provide them with the best possible outcome, and that is the home that they want to purchase at the best price and under the best terms in the current market. A great buyer's agent will dedicate themselves to your wants and needs above all others. And so without this kind of representation, you could end up with something you simply don't want. So here are the facts. Number 1, we need to understand that the agent whose name is on the sign works for the seller. He's already signed a contract, or she's already signed a contract with the seller, promising them that he or she will do their best job to get the seller the best price and the best terms for the sale of their home. You, as a buyer, should have the same level of representation that the seller has. You need to have someone working for you that will work to negotiate the best price and the best terms for the house that you decide to buy. Your interests need to be front and center in the transaction. The fourth fact is that hiring a buyer's agent will give you, the buyer, control over the entire process, because you will have somebody whose responsibility will be to provide you with the best information, provide you with the best possible purchase contract, and be willing to negotiate the best price and terms for you to purchase the home that you choose. You need to be front and center, and hiring a buyer's agent will give you control in the process. If you'd like more information or a no-obligation consultation, you can call or email me today. My information is at the bottom of the screen. Just take a minute and give me a quick call, and we'll see how we can work together to help you buy the perfect home. Thanks, and look forward to seeing you on video number 2.